you try again? Command and field commands. Being advised that he keeps dropping their call. They'll try to make contact again. Thanks again.
Hey guys, well, thanks for being here. Thanks for jumping in. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. Hennepin County is on 2 channels I've never heard before. Sounds like they're searching for someone. And Minneapolis just had a chase. It was to be, the person was kind of a chase. At 35W in Lake, fled on foot. Officers attempted a pit maneuver and the guy fled. The snow, it seems to have lightened up. So we are going to kind of just cruise around in Hennepin County. I'm trying to hear what this...
We're attempting to clear the last location known to the suspect with the drone currently.
Sounds like Edina area. So if you guys live or know anyone in the Edina area, that would be phenomenal if you guys see anything or know anything, and let us know. We're currently in Golden Valley.
Good. An element of 4. Copy. We'll try to free up 4 to 5 officers behind you. And when we clear this area, we want you guys to mirror us and move down that hallway.
So it sounds like they're in an apartment building. I don't know if they're training or if this is an actual...
Copy. By the looks of it, it's going to wrap around at the end.
But it sounds pretty major, whatever they got going on. This is kind of how I just stumbled upon...
Okay, man, we have contact with 1.
The other standoff.
So command, we had be contact with Noah. I'll give an update here shortly.
You live in College Town, there's always something going on? Yeah. There's always something going on in College Town. So the other day, Duluth had their shopping mall had a roof collapse. Surprised Will wasn't all over that. I just got notified that there's a sex offender moving in Duluth. I think I sent that to you, Will.
Please be advised now that we believe that there is a 3rd hostage, Dimitri.
Whoa, 3 hostages?
You guys have contact with this party?
Hold on. Did you guys hear that?
Contact with Noah or Dimitri? Dimitri. Yes, may go ahead. He's not located in Noah. We're supposed to be located in a bathroom. Is that correct? You have no contact with him? Field command, we have Noah in custody. Command to Field Command, our understanding is Noah is a janitor, was a hostage in the bathroom. Dimitri is another hostage, and still should have an outstanding suspect. Field Command, copy. Have you been able to make contact with Dimitri?
So it sounds like
Field Command. Apologize, but understanding that Dimitri only speaks Russian. We do not have a translator. Field Command, copy.
so either this is a training exercise or this is a real life thing, and we got a few hostage situation. I have to.
Command, Field Command. Command, go ahead. We just want to confirm that you had two hostages, Noah and Dimitri, correct? Field Command, we only have Noah in custody. We sent Brent out earlier with two operators. We're working on the plan to get Noah out to your location with two operators as well. Command, copy. So believes the suspect Steve is still with Dimitri. Field Command, copy. Confirm you're bringing in Noah to command, correct? Field Command, we've been advised that Noah is now secure.
Sorry guys, I'm reaching out to people to find out what is going on.
So you got three coming your way. Got it.
So I checked with a source, and they're pretty sure it's a training exercise. If they have a location, because typically this wouldn't be, we wouldn't be hearing this.
We're going to start slow searching this area in an effort to locate the suspect and the hostage. Command, copy.
Okay, so they're saying that they've been on this all day, and they've talked about snacks on this channel, so pretty sure that this is a training exercise, but be nice to have a heads
David, just let us know when you want us to start moving.
Heads up.
Copy. Move now. Copy, move.
I don't think I got an email from any agency with
Field Command. Field Command, go ahead. Be advised that Steve has called in. He is in a storage closet with Dimitri, in that's next to the women's locker restroom.
Okay, they got to be at a school. I'm guessing.
Dimitri is wearing blue class.
It sounds like they're at a school, possibly. Well, here's the problem, guys. If I stay on this channel and we listen to it, I can't hear anything else that's going on. So I'll leave you guys the option. I'm on Hennepin County, St. Paul side right now. Or Hennepin County, Minneapolis side. That's Ramsey County, St. Paul side of the Twin Cities. So I'm on the other side.
Trying to get command soon. Copy, contact this one.
So for those that you don't know, here in Minnesota, we're about to get pretty bad storms starting tomorrow. I think the track is shifted north. The Twin City area is only going to get 3 to 4, I think they're saying. I think Duluth is supposed to get more than that, right around 6 to 8. Last I looked at the information. I'm probably not gonna be out too late. I just seen a bunch of shots fired.
Shots fired, so quick come.
So you guys are looking at a foot in Duluth?
The hostage is deaf. Some Russians, they have a hard time communicating.
Hostage is down.
So command, just confirming, party speaks Russian and is deaf. Copy. Party safely in custody.
I don't know if it's in St. Paul. It's coming across a Hennepin County channel.
Any info on any other trips? So command, negative at this point. If we have a medic available, use cinemas to our location. Command all units, scenarios called. If you can assign that to the hostage for scenario calls. If you just follow rally back at the command here post.
Well, it sounds like it's Hennepin County doing training. They mentioned, well, this is coming across on a Hennepin County Southwest Metro ERT2 channel. They're using ERT1 and ERT2. Also, they mentioned Richfield. So Richfield's in Hennepin. according to MN Crime, they've been talking all day. So this must be an all-day training event that's going on. Again, no notice has gone out to anyone, so you guys are hearing it and getting the information as fast and as much as I have, which is awesome. Typically, if the BCA is involved, they are very good about putting out information to media, so we can A, be there to film it, to show you guys what's going on and how their training goes, and B, to let you guys know that there is training going on, so if you see things, not to be scared. So I give you guys the option. Put 1 in the chat if you want me to go and try and find it. Okay, it's definitely not real. It's definitely a training. So, I can try and find it. I have a street that it sounds like it's off of. So 1, we go and we just do normal calls, or 2, we go find the training. So go ahead and start putting it in there now. 1 is going calls normal, or 2, we go to the training. So it looks like most people are preferring we go on calls, not the training. Go on calls, go on calls. Okay, so I think we're going on calls. Now, where do you want to go? We want to do Minneapolis tonight? Oh, 3. Come on. We are currently on, pretty sure this is Lake Street. We're by Dean Park, right by Lake Bidet-Mecosta in Minneapolis. Nope, I'm an independent journalist. We just go on calls, show you what's going on, showing you you get to hear what's going on as well. You get to come and you get to view the experience of hitting potholes without hurting your vehicle. Like that one. Or all these. You know, good times, right? I hate all these roads right now. Let me see what we're listening to. Hey, Vibe with Mike. Thanks for being in here. Always appreciate the coffee. And text me when you're back in town, Mike. Good times. Hey, thanks for tuning in from California. Appreciate you. You guys want to go to north again? Spent enough time over there working. I was over in North and South Minneapolis earlier today. North Carolina, thanks for being in the house. We are monitoring Minneapolis PD, so we'll see. Get our fair I can't even talk. Fair share of chases. New Hampshire's in the house. There was a chase just a minute ago where they tried to pit a car. They called for flight, but flight wasn't available at the time. Michigan's in the house. I always find it interesting to go on the analytics and see where people are watching from. We get a lot of viewers from all over the world. Indonesia. Yeah, it's amazing. I know when I was covering the bank robbery and hostage situation up in St. Cloud, Minnesota, I had viewers from all over the world. It was pretty awesome. Lakeville has been, you guys had a stretch of crazy stuff happen down there. Felt like Dakota County was going to be my new area to be at. Are you really watching from Ukraine? We get a lot of accounts coming from, say they're from Ukraine, but if you are, thanks for watching from Ukraine. You can update all of us. This is what we get in Minneapolis. People do not obey traffic laws in Minneapolis. But yeah, they tried to pit the car. The guy took off on foot, and they dropped the patch with the LTAC-1, so the helicopter didn't get to him in time. Apparently, it's over by the McDonald's off of Lake Street. Just going through Hennepin. Strobing lights on that building is kind of weird. pretty warm night tonight out in Minneapolis. About 40 degrees. All in all, it seems got a lot of stuff going on in encrypted channels tonight.
SP6 Metro. SP6. 10-7, 78. 79, 2125.
I'm turning around. Alright, see you there.
That's the flight channel.
924 Metro, go ahead and send it. Just advise St. Paul that we're not currently in the air, and it's going to be about 20 minutes before we can be overhead.
All right, we got something going on in St. Paul.
10-4, well good.
So we will start towards St. Paul, I think. We're at South First Avenue. This is where they have tons of shots fired at this bus stop. Oh, and there's PD now. So here's where probably the chase was. Yep, we got multiple law enforcement vehicles there on the side of the road, but we are heading towards St. Paul for whatever they called the helicopter for.
Metro. 664.
Clear jail, can you stack up 5-6 David, low drill search warrant,
Time is we done.
The guy that they were looking for back there, and who said that? Too bad Bob spent all the money so we can't fill potholes. I actually said that. I was talking to Steve earlier, and we were joking about that. If you guys haven't checked out MN Crime on YouTube or Twitter, they have some great video that was submitted where a Kia smashed into a snowbank and a bunch of kids took off running from it. I believe it was a stolen Kia too. Well, it's a great video on YouTube. Guess is if they turn on their headlights, probably help them be able to see so they know where they're going. So East Lake and Chicago. Hey, Ashley, love Disney. Thank you, Wildlife Wand. Hey, Ba. Chicago Liquors on the right there. Well, bringing up that whole thing, GSP, about who married who, Bob threatened to sue people for talking about it, for slander, when it was the truth. So I know that's what Steve's big thing is on that too, because I talked to Capital Transparency earlier today about that, and he was bringing up about that too, is he could, I mean, we all have our own personal opinions about Mr. Fletcher, but mainly on his behavior and how he acts. But it's why, if you did something, how do you threaten to sue someone for slander if they say you did what you did? So you can't sue for something you did if someone talks about what you did, right? Like that's truth and fact. Why would you cover it up? Kind of like the MnDOT video from the Egan officer. Why was that cut out? Oh, that door looks like it's has a bullet hole in it. I just got a green, otherwise I'd turn the camera and show you. Oh yeah, definitely bullet hole in that door. Pretty awesome.
I'll just take the address that has the video.
Alright.
That would be 1640
So that's St. Paul. So we're heading into St. Paul.
I've heard several shots fired after seeing the suspect.
All right, so we got a major shots fired call. So I'm assuming that's what they called the helicopter for the perimeter. We're coming up to the 3rd precinct here. If you guys watch me get tackled, this is exactly where I got tackled, to the right here by a Minneapolis officer. Dale Ryan, I don't know why you want your name shouted out, but okay.
Here, call control 22. When you have a chance. Thank you. 2135.
So just 49 seconds ago, report of 18 shots heard, 35th Street East and 18th.
Northbound on Canard.
We're going into East. So shots fired call, people fleeing St. Paul, east side of St. Paul.
1948 has footage. Third Street has footage. Copy. I'm out there. Copy that.
1638 3rd Street.
Here are the top search results.
It sounds like there's a vehicle, sedan, at Fremont and Canard going southbound on Canard towards 3rd. That people got into a vehicle, possible suspect getting into a vehicle now. And we have somebody at 1616 3rd Street, heard 5 shots coming from the east.
Hang on that last. You say south to 3rd from where?
Southbound on 3rd, on Canard towards 3rd.
Where's Ralphie when you need him?
Caller had no vehicle description.
Third and Canard, St. Paul.
Advise with these. 2137. So if we can check Canard for casing, they started at 3rd and went north. Sure.
3rd and Canard. So
copy. Our suspect started at 3rd and went northbound on Canard per the cameras.
sounds like they have a bunch of camera footage.
People associated with this shooting were in the backyard of 1652 3rd, and there's a casing in the driveway of 1652 3rd. Casing in the driveway of 1652 3rd.
1652 3rd, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Can you add Mike Sierra November 897 and November 339? So those are in the driveway of 1652. Heading now.
Sorry, but I thought I turned those off. Sorry guys, we're West Minneapolis, or we're coming from West Minneapolis, and we're going all the way over to East St. Paul. So we're about to go over the river into St. Paul. It's the bridge in front of us, so we're about to leave Minneapolis. We'll be in St. Paul, but we got to go to the opposite side of St. Paul. You sent me an email? Okay, cool, thanks. Get it here in a little bit.
I got someone coming out of the front of 1652 right now.
Heavy speech to the front of 1652. I did a squad break to go to 703 Keys Avenue, Unit Bravo, for someone who is cutting and can't keep herself safe, says she doesn't care and wants to die.
So we got someone trying to unalive themselves right now.
Just be advised, we're getting the second hand from Crisis.
Okay, so this is a second-hand call from the crisis center.
Tango, copy.
So the Tango unit's a training unit that's going to that call. So it'll be 2 officers, a regular officer, an FTO, and an officer that's in training. More strobe lights for St. Paul.
Tango. We'll be checking for casings on Fremont, south through.
You know, we were doing a good stretch there, no potholes, and we had to hit that one.
On Canard, south of Fremont.
And 2122. Gangs that are exclusive when the shots fired. I copy that you're from.
Sounds like we got another shots fired call in St. Paul.
Tango, have medics come start.
I got him rolling as soon as I saw the call.
So
Copy, thank you.
medics are en route to that person in crisis. So I don't.
701 extra golf apples.
Don't know if I'm going out Friday night. I got a major job to do this weekend, so I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. to go out this weekend. Plus
The
the
given off original caller said that this vehicle was involved in the original shots fired.
Correct, and that they had camera footage of that.
Hey, shout out girls, I'm coming into your city. We got a bunch of shots fired calls going on. A person in crisis cutting themselves. EMS is en route to that. All on the east side. 3rd and Kennard is where we're heading. Okay, he's on his way too. I haven't got a notification. State Patrol helicopters en route as well. I was in Minneapolis actually, where earlier, so if you want to know information on Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher and Patrick Scott, Deputy Patrick Scott, Shout Out Girls YouTube channel has a ton of information on them too. I suggest checking out their channel. In fact, you could probably have time, because we're about 5 minutes away. You have time to jump over to their channel now and subscribe quick, and then when we're done here, you can subscribe, ring the bell notification, and check them out when we're done live here, and you get all sorts of information. If you want to see what's going on in Duluth, Will tries to cover a ton of stuff up in Duluth, Minnesota, which is way more active than I ever dreamed it would be. So far, there's been a suicide, a person jumped off a high-rise, a plane crash in Hermantown, which is a neighboring city. Tons of drugs up there that they're pulling off all the time. They've got some officers that, a lot of officer-involved shootings as well. Apparently, oh yep, Capitol's live, so he's probably gonna beat me there to this call. But a couple different angles. So Capital Transparency is live right now. Called him earlier. But they got several vehicles involved in this shooting call. It sounds like there was multiple shots fired.
376, that black Malibu doesn't register to an address on Fremont by chance, does it?
Unfortunately, I showed an address.
What do you think?
You're welcome. 2148. 367, did you say medics are cleared in? Yeah, let him in.
It's about 4 minutes out from this call. Should be there, and from what sounds like, it should be a pretty big scene. But we're locked on to East dispatch for St. Paul right now. So we're reporting to shots fired, 1600 block of 3rd Street East. Multiple reports of gunshots heard in the area. Officers now on scene report finding at least one spent casing. No injuries reported as of yet. So to recap, that's what we're going to.
Four Tango.
374 Tango.
Who gave the original info on the black Chevy Malibu 721 X-ray Golf pop-up? I couldn't find it.
That was the one on 3rd Street.
377, I think that's Patrick Murphy. I've got ID. I'm behind 16, but he's at 1648.
Okay, can we just see how, we're going to call this in hold it, but can we just see how this is related? Or do you ask it?
He said he followed it around the block after he saw people come running from behind the yard here before they started shooting.
Okay, we'll start the tour then hold then.
Squad 375 Tango.
375 Tango. Go ahead.
Thank you. So earlier in the day, we had a call at 1667 Conway, where the caller actually gave the wrong license plate, but it is the same vehicle that 374 Tango is dealing with. The vehicle that the cop gave us was a 771 Golf X-ray Papa. It just happened to be the wrong license plate, but he was very close. That vehicle was parked in front of his address with 2 black males. And looking at that address and the previous at that address, that vehicle was in the area a couple days ago as well. Our case number is 042410 earlier in the day, 17-14 hours.
Hello, man, can you throw that in the call comments, please? Thank you.
376. The individuals involved in this that were once in that black Malibu then fled from the black Malibu to what was described as another getaway car, which is silver sedan with a detail on the back, 5-spoke wheels. They left the area northbound, shooting out of that silver vehicle, which is no GOA.
Copy. We have no further information like a make or model on that.
Very good.
Copy that. 2153.
Got Steve. So it looks like they have this area, so we're going to loop around the block. So that was Capital Transparency there in front of us.
And we have a new caller at 1596 3rd Street, Ray Johnson. Heard 5 shots, male with a ski mask run westbound down a dead-end alley behind the address. And it sounds like this is a 5 to 10 minute time delay.
So that is the Malibu that they were talking about right there. And that is the Malibu that they're gonna, or the car that they're gonna tow. They've been looking at it pretty hard. So they're doing a quick meetup. Again, we're at a multiple shots fired call.
Yeah.
377.
Just for info, the victim inside of 1652 3rd Street had guns pointed at her by these males.
Copy that. 1652 3rd Street had guns pointed at her. 2150.
So there is a person that's just called in saying that they did have guns pointed at them. Also, there just about 8 minutes ago, there was shots fired at 100 block of Becker Street West. 5+ shots heard, multiple callers, 911 said a bullet came out of their bedrooms. Bullets came by one of their bedrooms. Officers on scene say the house has been struck at least twice. No initial report of injuries. That is the other shots fired call that they have going on right now. Bah, you are right. Actually, when I was in Atlanta and I fixed windows, single pane windows, I actually used plexiglass. What's going on with this? Let me see where that address is.
1079.
2200.
617 Metro.
670.
10-7, have a good night.
2200. 616 Metro, same guy. 2200. 579 Metro.
So we're about
579.
5 miles from this call.
2200.
674 Metro.
674.
Looks like it is
2201.
south of the
336 Metro.
336.
10-7, hurry up.
2201.
345 Metro.
345.
10-7,
2201.
I'm gonna chat with Steve quick, let him know where I'm heading off to.
Stream locals, check the area, UTL.
132, copy, thanks.
2201. 4 Alpha Metro. 4 Alpha. 10-7, good night. Good night, 2202. 276 Metro. 276. 10-7, have a good night. 22-2, good night.
So Steve, Capital Transparency is staying on this scene. We're gonna head off to the other one where bullet struck the house. So we didn't hear that call come out because we were just monitoring east, and I think that's a central call.
The dangerous condition.
Trying to figure out what that dangerous condition is. I'll let you know.
You don't know what that dangerous condition is, we'll let you know. That's awesome. But there's a dangerous condition. Alex might be on the road. That might be the dangerous condition. So that was a shots fired call. They have a lot of it on camera footage. I believe that one car was involved because someone followed it.
270, getting on the CN.
Metro 341, your status.
341, go for it.
2204.
Hey, Ralphie, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
I think people are starting to celebrate St. Patrick's. Okay, here we go. Okay. So people...
171, try to get put on a dangerous condition, Raymond and University.
Do you want to add him? Sorry. Mike Tango Kilo 715 for the call.
You know, I talked, to be honest with you guys, I talked to Steve. Him and I talked throughout the day and stuff about different things. we talk about going out. We're just like, you know, it's like we never really want to go out unless there's like something major, but once we get going on something and we get out, it's like it's hard to stop. It's just like
394 at 1056. It's a full size F250.
we just keep on getting call after call after call.
2205.
So, you know, it's always an interesting night when we're out, right? So, no, that last call, no, they found one casing and no injuries were reported, and also nothing was struck by gunfire that they could find so far. This one, apparently bullets have hit the house, the one we're going to. This is a weird area of St. Paul. It's south of the river. Ralphie informed us. Potholes. I think 2.7 million would fill up a lot of potholes.
So 1817 then.
1817.
I can do a data request on that to find out how much it costs to
Use
fill.
76 at Montreal High Rise.
Each-
Person of the trespass ability needs to be removed. Possibly on the 14th or 17th floor. Named Sylvia, black female, 50s, heavy build.
Each
Black coat, dark stretch pants.
be interesting to see how much how many potholes get filled up with $2.7 million, huh? What is wrong with these roads? Freeze thaw cycle. Poor engineering.
Copy, just go to a 6. Third son, I believe. Line of water screening.
So we got a person in crisis. We got a domestic. We got shots fired calls. You know,
Clear.
typical Wednesday night.
2208. Says 165. 161 St. Anthony within 21 meters. Copy.
22. Check for speakers. Speakers working by chance.
Current speaking officer.
If you do break something on your car, you can actually do a tort claim, Ba.
15 or empty.
Temper 2209.
So you can actually fill out an insurance claim against the city for having your car broken on a pothole. How far that goes, I have no idea. So it is a yes and no question, yes and no answer. Oh, you're watching from Crystal. I do make it up into Crystal quite a bit.
Copy.
Sometimes I film Crystal officers not in Crystal. They were down in Shakopee, helping out with a person that stole, or his mom that stole their child.
Check out 774 Minnehaha for this Andy Carter's next of kin. His DVS stuff should be added to the call.
Just see if there's anyone that's related to him for a death notification.
Fine.
So we I also filmed the open house. I don't know if you were in Crystal and you got up to the open house. I was there too, and I
Can I get a response on all 3 channels, current speaking officer?
that new Crystal Police Department is actually pretty awesome, and they actually did a lot of foresight into that police department. So they won't need to do much upgrades to it as technology evolves. And earlier today, I did see some St. Paul officers working a detail in Minneapolis. It was very interesting. I was on my way to a job site and looked over and seen a fire truck and Hennepin Health ambulance and seen a squad car, which is, you know, kind of not out of the norm. Except the markings on the squad car was St. Paul, not Minneapolis. That is out of the norm in Minneapolis. And this is the funeral home, I believe, where the shooting happened. I think we're in the area where that happened. That was a little bit ago. And then I did film Crystal PD pit a car in North Minneapolis. The guy was running on felony domestic battery charges and multiple other charges as well. They did a really good job, I think, this fall, tracking down some auto thieves. Old school police work.
That's right, Virgin.
So this is supposed to be the area, and I do not see any officers here.
But just have you know if they were in a
We're trying to get further information.
No. Never mind, I see an officer.
Code 4.
315.
Mode for a domestic at Motel 6. My apologies, what spot was that?
We're in roll call. We'll get you a 10 for a car as soon as I can.
Copy. 2216. There 70 cars for a semi-trailer fire southbound 35 just north of Elko.
614 your chip.
2216.
630 same location.
10-1. Caller's back patio door, unknown if male or female. Caller's frantic but doesn't have eyes on the person, and caller's home alone.
So one of these two houses got struck by gunfire. Sounds like someone's possibly...
We're gonna start over there.
Copy that.
Possibly someone breaking into a house.
How'd it happen?
2215.
That's back on east.
File. Call reports excessive speeds, swerving over lane lines, oftentimes half car lengths over lane lines. Info only 2217. 9 for the Metro.
7.
So it sounds like they found a casing in the alley.
Metro 1070 cars, update on that last driving complaint southbound 52 and 145th. That plate did come back on file in the end. Does match a Honda Accord silver and color out of D, and info only 2217.
When taking over the was a female party at the back door. South, Right Street, Sherburne.
Sounds like they're chasing.
Down right, across from University now. Black Meadow. Red. White jacket. Gun across White Castle.
Copy 10-2, Rice and Sherburne. Currently a white gas parking lot.
You like Castle's accident. Remember that?
Copy.
Hey, Johnson sits right now.
Jumping the fence.
Hey, let's ask us trying to pick him up. It's about to go westbound on Uni. Coming towards Rice.
On Uni toward Rice.
Rice and University.
Come, Uni here. Glossy.
Now wearing a white shirt, took off his jacket, to westbound Uni.
Into the light rail. Going westbound or eastbound lane, the Tesla's coming up behind me now.
So we got a foot chase right now off University and Rice. We're 8 minutes away from there.
Copy squad to start a perimeter.
All right, let's go. They're starting a perimeter.
Uni. What's he want for? Three in front end. You guys right now. You two at the car. Detain those other two. Let's see what he probably toss them.
60s on camera, he's fighting with them southeast of Marion University on the other side of the snowbank, south side of the road.
Copy to south corner. Copy, knocking at 774 Minnehaha in relation at 2220.
I have them. Delta Uni. Help Marion in the parking lot.
Delta 3 used to Mary in the parking lot with mail.
Were you guys looking for me?
Code 40, come in there.
Thank you.
So it sounds like they have him. I don't know if he's in custody.
267. Maybe got the K9 out here doing an article search. Left visual in the parking lot of White Castle for residents.
So they are having K9 go out to do an article search.
Copy, holding parking lot of White Castle.
So this is the high bridge.
Copy.
Going
Going in
back.
between houses. Going to 10-3.
All right, so now we got something going on east.
Outbound.
Sergeant Torres location here for RA.
Is there a search that copies to response for RA?
280.
280.
Looks like
So I stood by that car. There was a white Tesla trying to pick him up. That's the place should be in the call. He just went north on Marion. Not sure if he's moving back around to the car.
286, I'm not seeing a Tesla right now.
I just went north on Marion from Uni. Tried to pick him up twice. Once at Rice and Sherburne, and once over here in University between Rice and Marion. Those kids are now westbound.
Right.
You're doing Tango. That's white Tesla. The 3 occupants just got out of the vehicle, walking southbound on Marion.
Copy, 3 occupants just got over to the white Tesla, walking southbound on Marion.
so that's related. That's related to this drug call with the guy that fled on foot that St. Paul PD chased.
They just do a solid report with downtown and central.
There went down with the Marion and Charles. That was 3.
Both the Tesla, Marion, and Charles.
So they're out with the Tesla, tried to pick up the guy that was fleeing on foot.
Yeah. Majority of his coat's white with like black squared shoulders, black pants, baseball caps on forward, slender build.
Copy that. At 2225.
Do we have anybody in the area on this bunch?
Peak 411 of Beach in Canard. I didn't see him come to the south here. 3 in some area.
366 Tango. I came up Kennard from 3rd. Didn't see you.
That's 2225.
It was originally duped into our shots fired. I'm thinking it's going to be a separate incident. He was knocking on the back door of a house on Haha. By the time I got in the area, he was just walking casually eastbound. Saw us or saw me, took off on foot. So unknown other than flee on foot right now, or if it's related to the shots fired.
Uh-oh.
Copy. Thank you.
3770 stop out at the address. Information for Scott on the narcotics call. The original cop called back to say the two-tone green and gray Ford Taurus parked across the street from the white sedan is also possibly involved. Unknown if it's currently occupied.
Yes, 79, we have.
2227.
So that's the call they're out on now.
Occupied right now.
Happy checking to check, see if the Taurus is occupied. 2227.
288, it's gonna be Minnesota plate Juliet Tango Victor 888.
Copy.
It's not right. One of Marion, unique charge, KFIO, male, conscious breathing, complaining of difficulty breathing.
Oh, he's complaining of difficulty breathing because he just
Happy 30
ran.
medics to the southeast corner of Marion and Uni. 2228.
Squad is
We're gonna
that?
be the Sunlight Sphinx parking lot.
Copy. Money for Tango.
1814.
Transit called back, say that there are two people on the platform with blankets, unknown if either is the suspect you're looking for.
Copy, thank you.
That's 2220.
Six on St. Beltran.
Transit 186.
I believe I was able to locate that suspect. He exited at Lexington. I'm still trying to see where he went from there.
24 Tango, do your copy?
$377. Do we make any scan for this?
I'm working on it now. I apologize. My cat froze.
No worries. I'll take it over the air when you're ready.
Right. Where did you last see him run? We lost visual of them. They may have possibly just thrown out some narcotics and whatnot. We're running down Rice Street and I lost him over by the White Castle there. He ended up hopping the fence. He's that big brick brown building. Yeah, being that was last thing to call him.
Have a good night, 23.
Yeah, it's
You know, something going on in Coon Rapids right now. Caller believes the two people having sexual relations inside a four-door silver sedan, possibly a Ford Tempo, outside of the VFW 1919 Coon Rapids Boulevard.
One 168, did you get my case number?
At 9-1.
Looks like Steve is pulling up here.
Thank you.
2232.
With 270.
Search 145 Uni. 2232. $377. Do you know what the call time is for this?
And we have...
Oh, affirmative. The call time is going to be 22:15.
Need Allens to come out and pull this out of here. The semi is detached from the trailer. It looks like it blew a tire, and I'm sure that it blew a tire because of some brake issue with the trailer. So if you could advise Allens.
Copy. Do we know if the trailer's loaded?
I'm checking on that right now. Not sure yet.
2233.
So, I believe they have the suspect in the back of that squad. They called for EMS. You seriously, a stolen helicopter crashed in California today? Yeah, they've got, I think, about 8 Crown Vics that we've counted so far, still in service in St. Paul. Yeah, it is a very busy night out here in St. Paul.
630 measure.
630.
Roughly 40,000 pounds in the trailer.
2234. We've got the Tesla here on Marion.
So we got the Tesla on Marion.
Alright, if there's nothing in the vehicle, we can just do a stop and ID. And then those guys can be released. Individuals in the Cadillac, just keep them detained for now until we finish up over here. 619.
619.
Our suspect's jacket was located on the north side of University, just west of 145 Uni.
Copy. Suspect jacket was located on the north side of University, west of 145 Uni. And 288 copy. Stop and ID on the parties in the Tesla. Parties of the Cadillac. Keep detained for now.
Yeah, we haven't had a stolen helicopter yet.
With suicidal ideation. 114 correction. It looks like via suicide attempt. The subject drank bleach and detergent an hour ago.
Person drank bleach and
114 received.
detergent an hour ago.
2036.
So from Duluth police on Twitter, they're notifying the community of a high-risk predatory offender that registered their address with the city of Duluth. A high-risk predator offense is going to be moving in the 300 block of North Central Avenue in Duluth. So that got sent out today.
What are you trying to think of?
You can start retracting me.
Showing your router, 2236.
So there's a car driving around honking the horn and speeding.
630.
Sounds like the driver has another tractor that can come and pull the trailer, so we're only going to need Allens to pull the tractor.
I'll load now, 2237.
I'll be showing you clear. 10-8. Thanks, guys. At 2237.
Alright, this is going to be a report, MEOT, Big Marks for Sergeant Cruz.
Copy 2237.
Looks like Capital is out. Capital Transparency is out. I don't know where he's out.
Okay, 2238.
Oh, he must be up.
Unless it is in the wrong place, the wrong time, it looks like. Wrong place, wrong time, man.
He's out with the vehicles. So he's at the other part of this where they have the vehicles.
That sucks. I would too.
So I think he's over with the Tesla, and they're cutting them guys loose on Merriam. So he's to the left of us.
So it looks like they detained people that weren't part of it.
655 Metro Toll.
655.
East 94, 11th on the right, 56.
Sounds like those dudes been in the wrong
2239.
place. Let me go look what's up going on over here. I don't know. You're running again. They might mess with you.
So it looks like they're loading this guy that
770.
went on, almost a mile run.
Or count. This is is she on scene or is she calling from a different location?
He's just happy to be able to kill us, it seemed like. Sounded like he had used the restroom. He's in a pretty decent mood for having just been detained. Handcuffed.
Aiden in Metro.
89.
Get on bicycle as you feel tonight.
Doesn't look like they might have somebody.
2240.
No, maybe not. We might be leaving.
280.
280.
Well, the court is detained on Charles. Go outside the passenger for the weed. And then you can take a list. Tow the vehicle once the owner shows up. Who's that right now? We got
2240.
So it sounds like they're gonna cite this Cadillac that Steve is out at, the driver, for weed, and they are going to tow the car unless the owner shows up.
Guess they're just having a chat.
I mean, like, was it worth all this? Was it worth running?
Callers on the way down. I'll let you in.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we're getting a lot more snow tomorrow. We're getting a foot in Duluth and about 3 to 4 in the cities here.
Copy. 2242.
See canine. I don't know where the canine was third from.
So it looks like the suspect is in the ambulance.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squads here. They're looking at this caddy.
So that Cadillac that Steve with Capital Transparency on YouTube, he's out with the Cadillac that they're citing the driver for.
Those kids are running all around.
49 copy. You took the DOC. Holiday Gas. 1345 Marshall Avenue. 2243.
So it looks like the officers are going to follow him to the hospital.
Okay.
1110 on Victor Avenue West at Walgreens for an audible live video alarm covering the roof hatch. Nothing seen inside the store.
Copy.
At 2243.
Before.
Family showed up on scene, possibly headed over.
Can't particularly tell what's going on other than they're a little bit interested in this Cadillac. They're looking for somebody.
Good flag.
But there's a lot of people. So this is a pretty.
So Steve is down that way. See if we can squeeze. I'm not too familiar with this area, so we'll see if we can squeeze through the back of the parking lot here. Get you guys a view, and then after this call, I'm calling it a night.
Information for calls. We have our anonymous caller calling back for narcotics complaint. There's a male wearing a black plastic jacket standing by the apartment door watching one of the suspects, stating that he associated with the black Audi or Volkswagen. I'm not if it's going to be related.
So now they have another. Oh, jeez.
Fine.
Center toll, 5-6, northbound 94, under 41st.
22 46.
Hey, you want Census Jacker or no? Yo. You want to bring it to Charles' address? Charles' address? Alright. Bring it over.
That's why I was trying to for anything.
After somebody 65 for a vehicle fire, northbound 397, how you doing? 250, Maryland.
So this is the white Cadillac that they were talking about.
Metro 89.
What?
Give each other 70 for a moment.
Copy.
2247.
Affirm.
Can I get the case number for the hit and run?
So Steve is.
That case number 2588 and the time is 2207.
Steve's on the other side of this filming.
I'm sorry, could you go again?
Like he's directly in front of us. So
042588 and the time is 2207.
Yeah. Two trade tango. 22.
One 75 Big Old Lane, Unit C Charlie, assist medics, or 75-year-old POA.
Two trade tango 5. 25 copy.
And 182, go ahead.
Oh, whatever officers went on to the hospital, the other guy, just be advised, family is planning on coming down and they are very angry.
So family's coming down to meet with the the family's coming down to the hospital, and they're very angry.
Select 285, do you copy?
25, you copy.
2249.
221 Tango.
221 Tango.
You can cancel 215, I'll take primary.
Copy 215, I'll show you clear.
Copy, thank you.
2249.
So
Speedway 2250.
Steve, Capital Transparency's on the opposite angle of this.
At 2250.
So they're citing the driver with
2250.
marijuana, I guess, from what I heard, and they're going to tow the car unless the owner comes.
Bravo 411.
Go ahead.
Just want to make sure you copy as well. Some family members coming for this call.
A lot of people kind of out. Don't know what's going on.
Narcotics call. Hear that?
We have squads on a narcotics call. They're bringing someone to Regions now, and advise that there's a couple upset family members that are headed to Regions.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome. 2051.
With headlock.
Good 2251.
Oh, she didn't want to know. She just didn't want me to hit her car. It's fair enough. I don't want to hit cars either.
250, copy.
Just flipping.
See, I'm gonna back up. I'll take the left lane if you want to take the center. We'll just shut this down until fire gets out. Copy.
So you can hear the sirens.
But
So things are.
see, call. I don't have your personal number.
Everything is just detained.
Yeah, this is. Number 6 Triple.
Huh?
379.
No, I'm just freelancing. I filmed the police.
3751? Yep. Copy, thanks.
You get to go to the bathroom? What's that? I got the end of it, yeah. I don't know why they're fucking with you. I agree, that was pretty fucked up. They just detained everybody that's around the area.
Metro. 356. We've got the ramp shut down. Be eastbound to north for a little while until fire gets us out.
Hopefully has some kind of jacket or something over there.
Copy. See if DOT can be ready for some product. Thank you. 2253.
So you got fire, you hear the sirens, it's the fire department going to that call on the interstate or on the ramp. But I appreciate all you guys for being here. Capital's just talking to bystanders.
Somebody must have shed
Hey,
a
go ahead.
jacket or something there, right?
Yeah, 1328 7 thumbnail 1.
Still answer and call back. One more time.
Shit, someone on her. Someone in the hospital.
This is in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about having to sit the guy in a cop car for no reason.
We're the closest intersection here is going to be Rice, just north of University.
What's that? He's. I would have probably been less happy than he was.
Ugh. But they're clearing out of here, so
2328, 312, you can all be clear. I spoke to the man who said it was a misdial and that no assistance was needed today, and thanked us all for our services. At 2256.
well, it looks like Steve is on this side of the sidewalk now.
What's up? Yeah, they detain you pretty messed up, man.
Steve is right there.
I lived in the area and I couldn't find him, so I'll be tonight again.
At 2256.
Copy, family's headed down to Regions. 2256.
Have a good night.
Cross 211 and 227.
227.
First suspicious, 289 Lafayette Frontage Road, the storage unit. Caller staff out on scene, watching a female take items from one of the units. It's gonna be a black female, mid-30s, medium to heavy build, wearing a pink black jacket and jeans.
211 covers. 227 covered.
2257.
215.
215.
GOA, Capital, 211 or 227.
Copy 211, you can take there if you like.
Copy, thank you.
2258.
Squad 690.
690, I was in you calling.
I'm checking your status.
I'm code 4, vehicle is unoccupied.
This car too.
The other people walked away.
Code 4 at 2250.
So the guy fled on foot, and they got the one guy that fled, and they guess they detained a bunch of people.
Six five five.
15 out there. Get CCH, please.
2259. One 18.
118.
James Avenue and Davern Street, very suspicious. Large freight truck parked near the intersection. 2 males under the vehicle taking pictures using a flashlight.
Copy.
Super suspicious.
If this bus channel 1 and 2 are tied momentarily at 2300.
And a whole bunch of people off from that apartment there.
But that's the caddy that's in question. No, not catalytic converter. This is a drug narcotics complaint. And then the dude took off running on foot and they chased him all the way over to where we were at earlier.
Squad's arriving.
Copy, 208. 211.
211.
In Pennsylvania for weapons complaint. Callers saw 2 males walking southbound on Lorient. Male 1 is a black male wearing a white sweatshirt, black pants, had a pistol extended clip, not pointing gun.
211 gun.
You know what happened?
They detained like at least 3 people here, but they let them all go.
It was a narcotics complaint.
Narcotics complaint?
Yeah, and the one dude took off running. That's why I was sitting over at the bank. That's where they caught him on foot. And then that white Cadillac, and then there was a white...
Yeah, they're looking at this white Cadillac hard.
Yeah, so that white one, I think they're citing the driver with marijuana. And
really, that's all they got out of all these cops. They got a marijuana charge.
And they got what else was there? There was supposed to be a Tesla or something.
Yeah, there's a Tesla up there. The one dude.
Is that the one they detained? Yeah, they just ID'd him and cut him.
The dude's there, and I'm like, he's like, I gotta pee and stuff.
Yeah, they just.
It's just weird.
ID'd him and cut him loose. Because the caller said that they were involved. That's why.
So I think they just did the wrong place, wrong time.
That's what it kind of sounds
so
like.
Callers can just say whatever they want, huh?
Yeah.
Callers can just say whatever they want, and the cops will come.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to move.
Yeah, they're towing the car.
Yeah.
Copy back in the complex. Talking to people taking items out.
She's an 8, and I'll be out of team right now.
Copy.
.2303.
All right, so I was just catching Steve up on what was going on. Oh.
2004.
So apparently someone had a firearm with an extended magazine, not illegal at all in Minnesota.
Copy 2004.
Bravo 142 EOT.
Have a good night, 2305.
And we are gonna call it a night, I believe. So appreciate all you guys for being here, as always. But yeah, unless something pops off here in the next few minutes, we're going to be heading out of St. Paul, which I did not plan on coming in here tonight. But a couple shots fired. Call a recap. We had 2 shots fired. Call 1, multiple callers. they found a casing, and then a second call came out and a different part, not related. They don't believe it's related, where a house got struck by gunfire, and then this came out. Right before that, I was just on my way to Minneapolis because they had a chase going on with a known drug dealer that's known to have firearms and run from the police and ram squad cars. They did a pit on the car. The guy took off on foot, which they got the guy. So that's what's happened in the last 2 hours. So the first call was in Minneapolis, and the rest of the stuff we've been here in St. Paul. And then also we were listening to some training that was going on.
Male and female were physically fighting in the parking lot. They came into the building and set off the fire alarms. No unknown injuries. Caller believes they might be going into apartment 308 or 309.
Back in East. Alright, well, you know, Wednesday night, nothing else, a calm, nice night. Typical, I guess. No, not really. A lot of sarcasm. Alright, guys, I gotta head to bed, so I'm gonna sign off here. Appreciate all you guys for being here, and I think Steve is still out. But if you are curious on what's going on, Capital Transparency is out here in St. Paul as well. So I don't know how late he's staying out. Appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way out. Share the channel. But do appreciate all you guys. Hey, Firefighter Jimmy, thanks for being here. Ashley loves Disney. Shout out, girls. So appreciate all you guys. Thanks for being here. Jason with Minnesota News Now out.